Good morning. Heather reporting from Chicago. Day one was super exciting. So much to see, so much to do, and you're running around like crazy. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about spaces within spaces. I think you're really starting to see a huge trend going towards that. I think it's because we're looking for the most flexibility in our workspace. So it's really about how can a client use this piece of furniture later and invest in it today. So if they have a dynamic workspace, then that can be moved around within the space or reused when they move also. So that's like one of the biggest pluses to having a furniture piece versus building it into an architectural element. The work types too, we're seeing collaboration, we're seeing heads down space for one person, we're also seeing something that's like a little bit more collaborative and less formal. So we're starting to see like light perforations or use of like frosted acrylic in these so that you can see if the space is in use but not disrupt the person who's in it. So post NeoCon day 2, today I want to talk a little bit about conferencing and specifically the trends towards conference tables and kind of what's going on with those right now. So really what we're seeing a lot of is just much lighter scale tables, which is actually really lovely. You know, you get into these conference rooms and usually there's these giant bases and giant troughs and things like that going everywhere. But really what we're starting to see a lot more of is smart, very light scale tables, light scale legs with power management integrated within them themselves. But what we're also seeing is people starting to really understand and plan for that AV in these lighter scale tables. Some of them think, okay, we're trending towards wireless, everything's going wireless, and maybe we just need to provide convenience power. And then what we're also seeing is some of them just trying to plan for that AV and make it so much cleaner. So the other trend that we're seeing in terms of aesthetics, a much more residential feel. So we're getting softer legs, less of the metal legs. We're getting things like powder coats in very sumptuous colors. We're seeing lots of like wood, especially the wood. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. Something else that we're seeing is actually a lot of sit-stand tables for meeting, for extremely large conference, for executive, and I think that's really an excellent new step towards, health and wellness in the workplace. Okay, so we're back. End of day 3 was yesterday, and now we're back in the office. So I wanted to touch on another topic, which is smart storage. So we're seeing a lot of manufacturers really try and optimize the space that you have, and then also think about how do I make it easier for the user day to day in their workstation, which we're seeing a lot more as mobile working becomes a bigger trend in our workplace, and then also just storage throughout the workplace. So in lockers and wardrobes, we're seeing things like pull-out storage areas, like filing, different drawers, and even power integrated within it. So we're seeing all of these things in literally maybe like a 12-foot by 24-inch deep space, trying to optimize what a mobile user needs within that. And then we're also seeing storage within the workplace. We're seeing things like people planning for community trash and recycling. So you may have a pod of 6 people that all share one trash can and one recycling stream. Optimizing your space so you're reducing, say, 400 square feet into under 100 square feet just by doing it in case goods. So the last thing that we're seeing in terms of smart storage that I want to talk about is just these really great accessories. So we're seeing things like, accessories that you can set on top of your physical workstation. How can we use all of the different spaces that we already have on our workstation, like the panels or the trough, to also include and integrate some of these things so again our surface is more optimized. Thanks everyone. Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video blog, and if you have any questions about the things that you saw today, please don't hesitate to contact us at PDR's website.